creepy. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't scared, but just how dark and ominous and how remote this location is definitely got me feeling a little spooked out. I'm not gonna lie. It's so cold. We're out in the middle of nowhere in the desert. Not a building in sight. The stars look beautiful. We've been walking for a minute now. I'm getting nervous because we're getting farther and farther from the car. So it looks like there's only one trail in, one trail out. So that's a good sign. Guys, this is fucking terrifying. I don't know why. Are you out of breath too? We didn't walk that far either. There's a bunch of baby toys in there. No way to see what's on it unless we actually move something. There's literally just hundreds of graveyards unmarked. They were literally murdered, all these people. No one knows why or how. Look at that. They're babies. Look at this. Little baby shoes. Look at those. Any spirits here that want to tell me their story? I want to have a conversation before I leave. Alright guys, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. We heard a bunch of weird stuff. We saw a bunch of weird stuff. I think it's time for us to go. I'm actually starting to get really freaked out, like for real this time. Listen guys, we're kind of freaked out right now, I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna get back to the car and then we'll update you when we get back. So, in case we get killed. But thank you spirits for your time. I don't know if this mic is working. I just got off stream and right now I am preparing to go ghost hunting. So I'm gonna talk like the mic works, but I'm still gonna put my voice up in case I need to reach that. It's like almost 11 p.m. and I'm going to an abandoned haunted cemetery. Now I'll show you the ghost tools I have with me today. So first we have our EMF reader. This detects electromagnetic fields or something. So as you can see right now it's normal, and when we get to the spot it should be normal, and if you know any spirits or anything like that come up to us, it'll let us know. Second thing we got here is a spirit box, which is basically a two-way radio that scans channels, as you can hear, really fast, and it'll pick out words here and there. It's not scanning right now, but it's on. And it's also got a REM pod detector. As you can see, it's detecting my movement right now. But you get the point, and this is our spirit box. Here's our two things that we're going to use to see if we can communicate with ghosts. Now, here's my rules for this adventure. Rule number one, we're gonna be respectful, because listen, this is gonna be a fun, entertaining video, but at the same time, my whole life I've not been closed off to the idea of spirits and ghosts, but I've never seen like clear proof for myself. So this is gonna be the day that I see if ghosts are real, if I can, like, you know, in my head be like, alright, ghosts are real. Next thing, number two, is I'm not bringing anything home with me, alright? That's another thing I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna bring anything home with me. I don't know if this mic is working, so I feel kind of dumb, but listen guys, it looks cool, makes me look like an influencer. Alright, so where are we going? So basically here in Utah, a place in Utah is called Mountain Meadows. It's a monument for basically almost 200, I think, random settlers that were murdered by Mormon militia by order of Brigham Young. Now, to this day, the Mormon Church denies it and says it was Native Americans, or that, you know, people got confused, They have a weird story. They built a monument there, a memorial, whatever it is, a tourist attraction, a lot of people go there. Now, about an hour away, there's another graveyard, and this graveyard is abandoned and supposedly haunted. Now, this graveyard, another crazy thing is the Mormon Church, Utah, claims to have no idea where it came from. Now, so basically, like in the 50s, 1950s, some researchers or scientists, dudes who dig up bodies, you know, whatever, they came in, they were doing research on the gravesite, and they found things that matched what the settlers and people in Mountain Meadow had. It was men, women, and children. And so they believe it could be another settler party that was murdered by Mormon militia and buried in unmarked graves in the middle of the desert. And like I said, it's not at Mount Meadows, but it's near. And it's about 50 graves. And like I said, there's no explanation for them. No one knows who they are. But whoever murdered them, and when they dug up the bodies, they had bullets in them, and they could see that, they could tell they were shot. So these people were murdered. So if anything, and it's not that we're going to a grave, we know for a fact that some of these people were murdered. So that's a little bit of lore and background on this. We're gonna go check it out. I'm gonna get bundled up because it's cold as shit outside. It's dark, so I can't really do like a montage driving on the way there. So we'll probably just pop up there. So basically guys, this place is out in the middle of nowhere. It's super creepy out here. We have no cell phone service at all. when we were driving down this like back road off the interstate for like a couple miles, and there was like a random car parked on the side, which was really sketchy, but it wasn't too close to the cemetery. We're parked right next to the cemetery right now, and it's pitch black out here. Not a single soul, business, anything in sight, guys. It is very creepy, and all you can see is just plains for miles and miles and miles, and then like a black mountain silhouette in the background. So it's super creepy. It's creepy, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't scared, but just how dark and ominous and how remote this location is definitely got me feeling a little spooked out, I'm not gonna lie. But we're gonna hop out of the car now, and we're gonna walk down to the gravesite to kind of check it out, you know, feel it out, and make sure it's not too sketchy, and we're gonna check it out, and we'll see how it goes. Guys, I think this is the trail right here. Let me look around real quick. So that is the only trail I see. Jesus, it is cold, guys. It is cold. I need to zip my jacket up. Guys, there's literally snow on the ground out here. That's how cold it is. It is so cold. We're out in the middle of nowhere in the desert. Not a building in sight. The stars look beautiful. We've been walking for a minute now. I'm getting nervous because we're getting farther and farther from the car. So it looks like there's only one trail in, one trail out. So that's a good sign. Guys, we're like hiking up a cliffside right now. This is terrifying. I see it. Oh my God. Guys, this is fucking terrifying. Guys, we just got here to the gravesite. You can tell I'm out of breath. I think the first thing I want to do is I'm going to scope it out with the EMF meter and walk around and kind of see everything here. And then kind of sit down and gauge things, catch my breath. I don't know why. Are you out of breath too? We didn't walk that far or anything. All right, I just turned the EMF meter on right now. Signals are normal, guys. So, as you can see in there, there's tombstones, and it looks like someone came and built these to keep people from walking on them, I guess, or stepping on them. But yeah, so EMF is regular still. There's so many. It's crazy. Look at this one. It's just like rocks. Someone's buried down there, guys. Oh my. Guys, here's a small one, like if it was a kid or something. Oh my God. There's a bunch of baby toys in there. There's like a flashlight, a bunch of toys, bottles. So there's a Polaroid picture in there. Should I touch it or no? There's a Polaroid picture. I'm trying to make out what it is. It looks like it's been sitting here. Look at it underneath that doll. It looks like it's been sitting in here because it's like sun faded. I'm shining light right on it. You can't really see. There's no way to see what's on it unless we actually move something. All right, let's scope out the rest of this place and keep checking it out. It's pretty big. All right, so this right here, the baby one, back that way is how we get out of here. So nothing on the EMF yet. If we walk around, it's kind of narrow to walk through them. But if anything, we'll do the spirit box and everything right here. We'll come back. We'll check it out over here a little more. Oh my gosh, look at this. Are these graves right here that aren't marked, that aren't closed off? Oh my God, guys. What's that say? Walter Henry Peckhand, 1937, 1905, 1939, 1902. It says 17 adults on that one tombstone. Oh my God. What could this, What could this even mean? Like, why would someone bring all this junk out here? Look, there's a angel in there. Okay, let's go around. Guys, there is literally just hundreds of graveyards unmarked. They were literally murdered, all these people. No one knows why or how exactly. The Mormons claim they didn't do it. They claim the Indians do it. The government and researchers say the Mormons did it. Look at this one. This one has more kids stuff in it. Look at the dolls. Guys, people come out here and there's no graffiti or damage. They're leaving gifts. It's like almost like they feel bad. Yeah, in each one there's like some sort of like random item. Oh my god, here's another one that doesn't have the fencing around it. Guys, look at the toys. Look how old these toys look. Like, look how old that toy horse looks. Like, that's from a different era. And the doll, and a polka necklace. There's like beads and stuff. There's more gray. Oh my god. Oh my god. EMF meters went on. Guys, there are graves continuing out through there. Just spread out everywhere. Look, graves here, graves there. There's a grave through the... Guys, there's like a little passage through the woods there. There's a grave back there. Oh my god, dude. Holy shit, look at all these just piled together. And there's more out there, you can see them. I'm not gonna venture out to the woods, chat. We're gonna go back to the one we saw with all the dolls and stuff, and we're gonna try to use the spirit box and stuff there, but this is crazy. Like, they just keep going all out through the desert. Jeez, my hands are getting cold. So walking around, we haven't got anything on the EMF, and I actually feel like a lot better, honestly, now walking around. It's like not as scary, and knowing that there's people coming up here and like at least being respectful gives me like a sense of ease, because it's not like people are coming up here with some like weird like satanic ritual shit or like, you know, crazy people. And I was kind of worried about homeless people, but it's so remote, I don't think there's any homeless people around. Look at that, there are pictures of babies. Look at this, little baby shoes. Look at those. Back up. Like, this is so creepy. Like, you can't really make out the faces, but look at the faces on that one. It says TWNs. It says, I think that says toddlers. Oh. More baby shoes right there, boots. Dude, look at all the graves. They just keep going. Oh my god, they're all the way back there. Like I said, I'm at the one that had all the baby dolls in it. This place is very creepy. I don't get like a super like ominous feeling or anything, to be honest. It is very creepy, and the amount of graves here that are like kind of like unexplained and just literally out in the middle of nowhere. Like, there's nothing for literally miles around. So like the theory that they were settlers and they just got, the EMF still hasn't gone off. They were just settlers and they got murdered by someone, whether it was the Native Americans or the Mormons, I don't know. But what I'm gonna try to do now is I'm gonna try to use the spirit box, the part where like I you know, talk to the spirits and tell them, you know, I just want to hear their stories. So if there are any spirits here, I just want to say we come in peace. I'm Sin Jackson. I come here to just kind of want to get to know your story. So if you want to talk to me and tell me your story in any way, I would love to hear it. And oh my god, the EMF meter just turned off. It beeped and I was like, but it turns off after like 2 minutes, I think. If there are any spirits here, can you say hello? Are there any spirits here that want to tell me their story? I heard something. Hello? Alright, we're gonna try this one more time. If there are any spirits who want to tell their story, we are here to listen. Are you trying to communicate with us? Scared the shit out of me. If there are any spirits here, please let us know you're here. There's a Burger King crown in here. Are there any spirits who want to communicate with us? Please let us know. If you can communicate, please make yourself clear. Sure. Were you murdered here? I'm trying to have a conversation, but I'm going to leave. Do you want to have a conversation before I leave? Yes or no? Yes or no? I think it's time for us to go. I'm actually starting to get really freaked out, like for real this time. So we're gonna find our way out of here. Pretty sure it's just this way. Guys, that was a seriously fucking weird experience. That's this way, right? Listen guys, we're kind of freaked out right now, I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna get back to the car and then we'll update you when we get back. So we're gonna keep recording our way out of here in case we get killed. But thank you spirits for your time. Alright guys, we made it back to my car. Some seriously weird noises and stuff started happening. The whole vibe changed, temperature dropped. The EMF, the spirit box actually started, we actually started hearing words finally. Before it was completely, we couldn't make out anything. It was just bits of radio, bits of, and we started actually hearing some words Alright guys, we made it out of there. Long hike. See how I'm back now, same path, I'm not out of breath. But when I got there, I was completely out of breath, guys. So there's definitely some weird energy. I'm gonna get in the car, burn a little sage, then we're gonna get out of here, and I'm gonna do like my recap and whatever when I get back to my place, because it's cold. We got some weird vibes, some weird energies. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna burn some sage in the car, and we're gonna get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna get out of here really quick, but I'm not gonna take anything down the road with me. I'm gonna burn some of this sage real quick. All right, that's good. So I'm saging myself right now. Any spirits, thank you for your conversations, for your time. I do not welcome you to come with us or attach to us anyway. Guys, that was a crazy experience. Like I said, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get back to the crib. There's some more stage in here, and we're gonna get the fuck out of here because this place is creepy. I'm in the middle of nowhere. When I get home, I'll give you guys my thoughts on everything. But this is fucking weird. All right, if you made it this far in the video, obviously you saw I said I was gonna recap things. Or you probably saw in the video, I kind of put like a little thing where I said the video cuts out. So as you can see, for like the first portion of us talking in the spirit box, we weren't getting much of anything, nothing clear at least. We were talking about it on the way back, even though I was being respectful, like my intentions were to film and get a good video and prove ghosts or give views or whatever for the video, and obviously if ghosts are real. There was like an energy there, but it wasn't a bad energy. We did feel like something, but we didn't feel like it wanted to really communicate with us. And so, you know, I asked, and then you hear me say, I'm about to leave if you want to have a conversation. And so literally the camera cut, and you can see where it picks back up. The camera cut, and so when it cuts, it has an actual conversation with me. Like, it actually speaks to me. I'm not even kidding. Like, I can't explain. This is the only time, in my whole life that I've been scared by something like this, ever. Like, it actually had a legit conversation with me, and it only cut out the part where it communicated with me, and then I said I was gonna leave. I was like, thank you for your time. You know, I appreciate the conversation. I'm gonna get out of here. After I said, do you want to have a conversation? If not, I'm gonna leave. I waited a couple seconds, and I don't really think it did much of anything, but then I said, are you a man or woman? And just this loud man voice comes over the spirit box, and I literally, as soon as that happens, I see something like there's all these trees, like little they're like Christmas trees, but they're like Charlie Brown Christmas trees. Like, they don't have enough needles so you can see through them. And I see something move between the trees, so the camera was still recording for us because we were like in the car on the way back, and we were like, let's check out the footage of the conversation, because that conversation was insane, right? It literally was deleted out of the video. We were saying, fine, I'll have a conversation with you, but I'm not gonna do it for YouTube clicks. Like, I'll prove to you I'm real, but I'm not gonna give you any proof or anything like that. So like, how you seen these videos like, oh, don't go mess with spirits, they'll mess with you back? It really did mess with me. Like, it completely took the most important part of the video, so to speak, of me actually communicating with it, and just my camera stopped working, and then it just started working again. Like, unexplainable. You can't explain it at all. Like, it's actually like bewildering to me. It wasn't like the spirits were angry, or like vengeful or restless. It's more like they knew why I was there, and they were like, yeah, we're not gonna do, like, they were just, you know, peaceful, just relaxing. And as you can see, like, people were like, you know, making offerings to them or something with all those things. Right after that, I asked if it was a man or woman, and we just hear a loud man voice, nothing like super distinct. And I think I see something. I remember I stand up and I turn on the flashlight. I'm combing. Do you want me to leave? And it said leave. As it said leave, I was like, oh shit, it said leave. Like, I wasn't like 100% sure. I was like, did you, like, I was like, did you hear it say leave? And they're like, yeah. And then it said, please leave, like, in a nice voice, like it was a nice tone and things like that. And we started hearing noises. And as you can see in this video, there's tons of weird floating orbs everywhere. It wasn't like necessarily a bad vibe, but there was a vibe there of like, you guys can chill and hang out, but we're not gonna put on for your show. We're not gonna be actors in your YouTube video for your clicks and views. And I was there asking all these questions, and it was finally like, all right, you want to see if ghosts are real? We'll give you an answer. And they literally cut it. They, like, you know, spooked us out. Like, they scared us. Like, they were like communicating properly. We started seeing things, hearing noises. Like, my heart was beating fast, and I was like on like fight or flight reflexes. And you can kind of see that in the video. I'm like, let's get the fuck out of here. And they deleted the video out. So like, it's actually kind of crazy. Like, that's what happened that little bit. Like, we were actually having a conversation. And when it said we should please leave, I said, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. You're not welcome to follow me home, blah, 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 blah. And we left. And then like walking out of the woods was like a weird calming feeling. The walk wasn't super long or hard, but when I got there, I was super out of breath. I was like, then I take the same hike out of there. When I get to the car, I'm not out of breath. I'm completely fine. No joke. That on my life, on my mom's life, when it cuts, I have a conversation with a man, and then we were asked to please leave. We're asked to leave twice. Just leave, then please leave. When I asked again, oh yeah. So after I asked if it was a man, and this is actually what happened. So after I asked if it was a man, I forgot. I asked if they were killed by Mormons, and it said no. And I was asked if they were killed by Native Americans, and they said yes. And then after that, I was like, I think I asked another question and I didn't get an answer to it. I was like, do you want us to go or leave? Because we started feeling this really like uneasy feeling, and it said leave. And I was like, and I just wanted to make sure. I was like, did it say leave? And then literally it said, please leave. The whole like area, as far as you could see, like there was like the main area of the cemetery, these graves. But then when you look through the trees and spread out, there's just like little graves. Some of them were like just a couple rocks left. Some of them were, more preserved. Some of them weren't. Some have like a bunch of gifts, names, all kinds of weird stuff. Honestly, like I'm shocked by this experience. I'm like upset and happy because like I didn't get that footage. Like that footage was insane. This definitely made me stop doubting any kind of like doubts I had. That was the most accurate I've ever seen a spirit box. And in the YouTube videos I've watched from like, you know, Sam Colby or Zach Baggins or anything, the EMF never went off. I'm upset because you have to take my word for it. But like I've gone on other videos and gone on my stream and like, yo, ghosts aren't real. People tell me their ghost stories, and I've told them when they've said these exact things to me that like, oh, you're tripping, you're hallucinating. So for me, that felt very real. I felt that I was not there alone, and I felt that spirits were humbling me. And luckily, I ran into some people that they weren't like vengeful or malevolent spirits, but they were spirits of like just they were chilling. Like they were just like, man, we got time for you. But you know, and they played like a little game on me. Like literally, you can't explain it. Like it cuts and then it's back. It's insane. But guys, you watched this far, make sure you like and subscribe. Yo, if this video gets 10,000 likes, which is pretty impossible, I'll go spend the night there and ask if they deleted my video or something crazy like that. I don't know. That's like my first legit ghost hunting, and I will say that like it was very eye-opening. And I think even though I didn't get the conversation on camera, I think the fact that it just cuts out and cuts back in is telling. Like the spirits knew what my intentions, even though I was only asking respectful, like real questions, they knew my intentions were there to get clicks, and they're like, all right, you came all the way out here, we'll have a little conversation with you. Like it felt like they gave me a bare minimum conversation, answered some basic level questions, and they're like, leave, please leave, wanting to hurt me. And I wasn't allowed to be there, but they were just like trying to chill, and they didn't want, they maybe wanted to see their families or have someone come and just talk or leave them gifts, not someone with a YouTube camera like, if you're here, say something, you know what I mean? So it was a crazy experience. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to see more videos like this, leave a like and a comment. Maybe I'll do some more haunted videos and things like that. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys next video. Peace.
What's the Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you.